Hey guys, it's your girl Vanessa back at it again with another video. How are you guys? I hope you guys are doing good on this what's today? Today's Friday. I hope you guys are doing good in general. This is gonna be another story time with me. When this happened, it wasn't a good time to do a story time, but now that it's fast forward 4 to 5 years, it's appropriate to talk about. So yeah, if you guys are new to my channel, welcome. My name is Vanessa. I hope you subscribe to my channel. And if you are a subscriber, welcome back. And I'm gonna be doing my makeup. I have it laid out right here. Oh yeah, let's just get into it. If you guys are wondering why I'm looking down, I'm looking at my mirror as I get ready. I am literally sitting on my bed because I do not know what happened to my chair. This situation started when I was a freshman in high school. I think it was in 2012. I was a freshman in high school in 2012. I didn't really know anybody at the high school that I was going to because the middle school that I went to was close to a high school. Okay, I take this back. Every middle school is close to their home high school, and unfortunately, I didn't live in the area, so I had to go to the high school that was closest to my house. I didn't go to the high school that was closest to my middle school. Going into my freshman year, I didn't really know anyone, and it got to the point where I didn't know anyone. Like, I only knew one person, but I wasn't up there, if that makes sense. This is where it gets juicy, okay? So school started around September, and as the time goes by, around December, following into the next year in January, so around that time, I get a message on Facebook, and it's from a guy. Let's call him Jacob. I'm gonna call him Jacob because guy named Jacob DMs me on Facebook, and he says, "You're really cute. I saw on your header that we go to the same school. I really want to meet you. You seem so nice." All of this shit, right? And it goes by, we're talking, and it got to the point where he asked me for my number, and I gave him my number, and then we started texting for a couple of days. We started texting for a couple of days before we met in person, and I don't know what I was thinking back then. I was so naive. A couple of days later passed by, and we decided to see each other in person at school. So after my class, we decided to meet up and finally see each other and talk to each other in person. And girl, he does not look like his pictures on Facebook. He looked like a completely different person. So when I first saw him, I was like, is that him? No, that's not him. That can't be him. And I didn't want to go alone to meet up with this guy. So one of my friends from the softball team came with me. Let's call her Stephanie. I don't know where I'm getting these random ass names, but I just don't want to put them out there if they do watch this video. And if you are watching this video, hey, Stephanie's on the softball team with me, and she came with me to go see this guy, and she already knew the situation that we were both in, and she was like, whatever, let's just go see what this is all about. I don't want to go up to him and be like, oh hey, like no, like you're gonna come up to me, because that would have just been awkward if I came up to somebody and that wasn't them. I'm with Stephanie, and then he's with his group of guys, and then we're like, you know what, just forget it. I'm sick and tired of playing these games. Like, I was already waiting for like 10 to 15 minutes. And then all of a sudden I hear, Vanessa, Vanessa. And then we both looked at each other and we're like, oh my God. And then we both turn around and he walks up to me and he goes, oh, hey, you're Vanessa, right? And I'm like, yeah. I'm like, you're Jacob. And he goes, yeah, nice to meet you. He gives me a hug. And then, oh my God, like when I tell you, like he did not look like his pictures on Facebook. I was so confused. And I don't think I told you guys, Jacob was a senior and I was a freshman. So I was super nervous and hectic for no reason. He's on the baseball team. I think he's really cute. He's nice. He's funny. Of course, I fell for him and he literally told me within a couple of days that he really likes me and he wants to take me out on a date and he thinks I'm cute and whatever. So when he asked me out, of course I said yes. Very sensitive / gullible time for me because I was probably 14 years old. No, I was probably 14 turning 15 years old. And I wanted to see what this guy was all about. And so when he asked me out, I said yes. So we go to the movies. Growing up, my parents were strict. I wasn't able to have any guys over at the house. If I had any girls over, I had to let them know. I couldn't spend the night, but my friends could spend the night. It was weird. What I decided to do is, instead of going with this guy alone, I decided to do like a double date. I'd bring Stephanie with me and then her guy, and then it'll be me and Jacob. So we ended up going to the movies. Everything's all nice, and he keeps checking his phone like the entire time. He's always on his phone. I didn't want to be super crazy and be like, why are you on your phone so much? Like, it was barely the first date, but I was super curious but didn't ask. Like, these are the type of questions that a person shouldn't be scared to ask. Like, it's the first date, you're getting to know one another, right? But I wasn't thinking that. He had his own car back then, so he ended up picking me and Stephanie up from my house, and then Stephanie's date would just meet her at the movies. So by the end of the night, he'd drop me and Stephanie off at my house, and then her mom would pick her up, and that was pretty much it for my first date. I didn't have that many followers, but I did have followers that were from school, and that night I posted a picture. I posted a group picture and I tagged everybody in it, and my caption was, oh, best night with best people, something like that, some cheesy ass caption. It was 2012. Okay, so date night happens and whatever, and then the following day, there was so much drama. One of the girls from the softball team that wasn't Stephanie came up to me and told me if Jacob and I were talking, if we were seeing each other, because it kind of seems a little suspicious how him and I were talking. All of a sudden school starts and we're talking, and I'm like, yeah, we're talking when we went out. And the other girl from the softball team goes, oh, that's funny because he's talking to somebody else. And I was like, what? No, he's not. Like, little me, little Vanessa, 15 years old, listening to her heart instead of her mind. And she goes, no, he wouldn't do that. He'd tell me if he's talking to somebody else. He said that he's only seeing me. And it turns out the other girl that he was talking to was on the softball team. The girl that I practice every day with after class, the girl that was on my team, the girl that I'd see every day at school. And I was just so confused. I'm cleaning up my eyebrow, by the way. This is the Pro Concealer by LA Girl. I love this concealer so much because it just has the brush at the end, and it's just better than dipping your brush in concealer and just doing all that. So I just like to clean up my eyebrows. Sarah. I don't know where I'm getting all these names, but I just don't want to throw anybody's real name out there. So the girl that he's been originally talking to, his OG girl, the main girl, her name is gonna be Sarah. So I just think it's so funny how Sarah didn't confront me about it like her other friend did. And this didn't happen at school. This happened at practice. The time where my mind had to be set, the time where my mind had to be ready, the time where my mind had to be focused, right? And oh my God, it was just a mess. And then Stephanie was like, is it true? Like, they confronted you about it? Like, I'm so confused. I thought you were the only girl he was talking to. Keep in mind, Stephanie and I are freshmen. We're both freshmen in high school, and we don't know what was going on, what the situation was. So it's not like we knew what was happening. It hasn't even been like a fresh semester, and drama's already happening. But I was so heartbroken, you guys. Like, I could have been like a badass bitch and been like, okay, next. But no, I was so heartbroken. This was my first heartbreak ever, and it's nobody's fault. I take full responsibility because I let it happen. And then after practice, I was about to be like, oh, hell to the no way am I about to be the side chick. And I don't know why I was keep telling myself I'm not. He wants me, he doesn't want her. Like, they broke up. And keep this in mind, when a couple freshly breaks up, they're always, not always, but 99.9% of the time, they're gonna get back together. Period. I don't know what I was thinking, but you know, you live and you learn. I'm currently doing my eyebrows right now, and they need some help. I don't remember the last time that I went to go do my eyebrows because they be hella expensive. It'd be hella expensive to charge you just to do your eyebrows, but I've been doing them, like plucking them, because I usually get them threaded, but I just fill them in as lightly as possible so they can look more natural. And I love this brow gel so much. Like, your hair does not move throughout the entire day. This one's the one by Anastasia Beverly Hills. See? It's the clear brow gel. And then I'm gonna go in with my Fit Me foundation. This one's the matte one in the shade Natural Beige. After practice, I went home and decided to do my research, investigate who was this girl. Oh my God, she was a girl on the softball team, but I didn't know her. I knew who she was, but I didn't know her. So I ended up finding her page on Instagram, and luckily it was public. So I was able to go through her pictures and see what the dealio was. And it turns out that they were together. They were together for the past 2.5 years, almost 3 years. And I was so heartbroken. So that night, I didn't text him back at all. Like, the day I found out that him and his ex were together, I didn't reply him back for the entire day, after practice, at night, when I went to bed, at all, like, period. I just left him on, I left his ass on red. The next day, he goes, good morning, I'll see you tomorrow before class. We'd see each other before class started, and then we'd see each other after class. I don't know why it was a good idea to, like, confront him about this in the morning before our whole day, before all of our classes. I just needed to, like, get it out. I couldn't wait till after school because I figured he'd know something was up. And if I confronted him after school, people would tell him what's going on that I knew. And I wanted to be the first one to tell him that I knew. You feel me? I meet up with him, and then I don't know how to tell this dude, like, oh, like, you're seeing somebody else, I'm not stupid, I found out, right? And then he goes, something's wrong, you didn't text me back after practice, you didn't tell me good night. you just wanted to meet up this morning. And he's already like, this guy is so mind manipulative that I felt guilty because I didn't reply him back. But now that I'm thinking about it, I just wanted to tie my hair up and beat his ass. I told him straight up, are you talking to somebody else? And he goes, no, like, you're the only one. Why would you say that? I thought we had a good time on our first date, blah, blah, blah. I really like you. He was saying all of this shit. I took out my phone, and then I showed him the messages that one of the girls on the softball team ended up taking a screenshot of text messages between him and his ex-girlfriend, and it turned out that they were gonna get back together, that she was the only one. He was basically telling her all the stuff that he was telling me. So basically, we were both getting played, but at the same time, we weren't in that mind space that we were being stupid. We both were being stupid. It wasn't a one-on-one side. Like, oh, she's winning and I'm losing, or I'm winning and she's losing. No, we weren't. We were in that mindset. And I don't know, it's high school, and we weren't in that mature stage to like stop, think, and realize that we're both getting played. I showed him the screenshots, and he goes, who sent you these text messages? Like, that's not true. They didn't check their information before they send it to you, because that was a long time ago. Boo. This was literally like not even a month ago. Were these screenshots. It was like a long time ago. It's over with her. I am so over with her. He was calling her bitch. And I was like, hold on, if you're calling her a bitch, you're definitely calling me a bitch behind my back. And I just left it as that. My little ass, emotional ass, was like crying as I was walking to class, and we just left it as that. It was done. I didn't want anything to do with him, and we just left it. We left the story untold. And then practice comes. So class happens, and then there's practice. I wanted to be the mature one and talk to Jeff and be like, oh, like I found out that Jacob was playing me this entire time. I had no idea that you two were going out. I had no idea that you two had a thing. And I didn't apologize to her either, because I didn't know what I was gonna apologize for. I was a freshman. I didn't know anybody. Me and Stephanie didn't know anybody, so what was there to apologize? I just wanted to have a adult confronting time and just handle it mature. And I walk up to her before we were doing our practice, before we do like our stretches and warm-up drills and stuff, and then bitch, she ignored me. She looked at me like I was just some little thing. She hated my guts so bad. She hated me. Like, when I walked up to her, I can already tell that she wanted nothing to do with me. She literally wanted to punch me in the face.
Get your phone out of my face.
Ooh! And she was a junior and I was a freshman, so I was kind of like, what's going on? Like, I had no idea, and I just wanted to let you know what happened. And I feel like our friendship could have been something more. If this whole situation didn't happen, it could have been like a good friendship. But since she wanted nothing to do with me or my conversation, she let it. I wanted to be her friend. I wanted to make amends and just put this all behind us and just you know, just focus on softball. We were on the same team and I didn't want like shit to be awkward. After practice, this is where the drama ended up happening. This whole story is drama, but this is where like the juicy part is. So after practice, unfortunately, our fields were across from each other. So there'd be like a softball field, and then there was like a gap, and then there was the baseball field. So his practice ended up finishing earlier. And tell me why this guy thought it was a good ass idea to walk over to our field and just watch us play. And it was so awkward. And over on our side to watch us play, to make us feel nervous or make us feel some uncomfortable. And he was there the entire practice. He had no business being there. He was just being the nosy ass that he is. And guess what guess what this guy does? So our practice ended and whatever, and guess what this guy does? Oh my gosh, this is so cringy to me. Like, it's so nerve-wracking and it's very toxic and just stalker-ish kind of. So after our practice ended, I was with Stephanie doing my thing, right? I'm acting like I don't see him. I didn't see him the entire time I'm doing my thing. She was like, just act cool, just walk with me so we don't run into him. And I'm like, okay. So we're walking, right? We're walking to the bathroom so we can change, because we don't usually ride home in our uniforms because we're all sweaty and stuff. And guess this guy is like following me, trying to have a conversation with me when he should be following his girl, right? He should following his girl, trying to talk to his girl to the bathroom. And he goes, Vanessa, I need to talk to you. Like, this is a serious and sensitive thing that I need to talk to you about. And guess what? Guess what the fuck happened? I ended up talking to him because, oh my gosh, like a regular bad bitch would have been like, I don't care what you have to say. Bye. But no, oh my god, this cringes me to this day, and it's been like 4 or 5 years already. My ass decided to see what he had to say. I decided to see what he had to say, and I had no goddamn business knowing what he had to say, because it was just BS. He was like, I just wanted to say I'm sorry. I should have told you the truth from the very beginning. And I was like, you damn right should have told me the truth from the goddamn beginning. And then he was like, oh shit, like she's fucking pissed. You could see it in somebody's face when they're mad. For the first time, when you're seeing them mad for the first time, he was like, kind of like, oh shit, like she's not gonna take me back. That's right, bitch, I didn't take you back. And then he was like, I should have just told you, like, from the very beginning when I broke up with her, I thought I was done with her forever. And then she just kept texting me, and there were feelings still there. And I'm like, if there were still feelings there, then you should have just fixed it with her. But instead of fixing it with her, you were trying to get with me so it can bug her. That moment when it was like after practice and stuff, I started to realize and peak, and just everything hit me all at once. Things that should have hit me from the very beginning. I found out that he was talking to his ex. This is juicy, but it gets even more juicier. So the bathrooms isn't that far from the softball building. The science building was very close to the softball building. All you had to do was like cross a little gate and open it, which only the coach had. But after class, that gate's open till nighttime, so anybody can walk in and walk out and have full access to the field. You will never believe who walks up to us. Somebody walked up to us while we were having a dead-ass conversation, while we were having a moment, while we were just like talking like two grown, mature adults. Jessica. And I can see her from the corner of my eye. Like, he wasn't walking behind him and she wasn't walking behind me. We were just like talking from the side, and I can see her walking up to us from the corner of my goddamn eye, and I'm like, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. And I was like, no, she's not gonna stop and talk to us. She's not gonna do that. She's probably just walking past by. That's what I'm thinking in my head. Like, no, she's not gonna do that. She's not gonna come up to us. No, she walks up to us and she goes, what's poppin'? Like, are you gonna leave her alone or what's up? And I'm like, oh shit. Is this really happening right now? I'm a little freshman, okay? I don't know what was going on. And I am like in this junior/senior drama that I had no business being in. Oh my god, I can tell I put too much goddamn blush on right here. Who allowed me to put on this much blush? Like, goddamn. Powder, this one is the MAC Fix Studio Fix in the shade C40. I love this so much. There's not a day where I don't go out not wearing this. So she goes, are you gonna leave her alone or what? This conversation is between you and me, and there's no business for you to be bringing in other people in between of our situation. I'm like, oh shit. And then I go, this is over and I never want to talk to you again. I am so, like, I was so nervous. I was a freshman. And then I ended up leaving, like, screw changing into my comfortable stuff, screw changing into my slides. I grabbed Stephanie and I told her, let's go right now. Later on that same day, he texts me and he apologizes. He goes, I'm sorry, I should have been honest with you from the moment I saw you, and I didn't mean to bring you into a situation that you didn't have any business in. I hope I didn't ruin like your first high school experience, and I hope you can forgive me and you always have a place in my heart, but yada yada yada. And he just basically apologized for putting me in situations that I shouldn't have been in the first place, and for lying to me. I appreciate that, but once someone like loses my trust, it's game over. Like, we can still talk, but I don't want anything to do with you. I basically said that. I still say hi, bye to you here and there, but I don't want anything to do with you, like, period. And he goes, okay, I respect that, and I'm sorry again. And that was the last time I talked to him. So I am finished with my makeup. It's just a really pretty, bronzy, summery, glowy look. I don't know what else to say. I feel like this story has been all over the place and I could have like explained it better. But basically, that is the first time I had my heart broken in high school. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and please, please, please hit that bell notification to let you know whenever I post a new video. And leave a comment down below if you guys want more storytime videos. So yeah, that is it. I hope you guys have a good rest of your day, and I will see you in my next video. Mwah. Bye.